Coach, just maybe summary of the 120 minutes plus penalties, and then the guys will take over with the questions.
Now, good evening, colleagues. I think this had everything that you will expect in a cup match. I think credit must go to Highlands Park and the coach Alan Fries and the technical team. I think before during the week, I said it that is one team that has got a full-fledged technical team. And the adjustment that they can do during the game, they're tactical, they are sound. You can see that they are being coached and they are coachable. Also, it was evident. We expected this cup of dreams. There's a lot of every year. There's a lot of surprises. Whether the other team progresses or there will be a team that will go just through the penalties or last minute goal, but it will have been a difficult game. You can see that these guys, they came here prepared. They came here to come and fight, and we had a lot of problems like we anticipated. The good thing is we never took them for granted when we were preparing. We prepared everything like we were preparing for the cup final. That is what it was good for all of us. We worked on penalties, we worked on long ball, we worked on one-on-one. You could see that we couldn't play in the middle because they locked us down. And credit must go to my players because it wasn't an easy game. But to show that maturity, to show that resilience, and up until we got a goal, because the goal came in the run of play. We knew that from the set pieces we'll always have a chance because scoring openly was difficult. This team is the best team when you talk about defense in their league. They have considered only 12 games and they've scored 27 goals. And we started very slow. I can tell you why. The last game against Richards Bay, they stretched us again after a long day off before the AFCON. So this was expected for us to start very slow a bit, but we never expected that it will last until the last kick of the penalty. This team was fresh, they never played the game, and I think we know somehow without making excuses, but the slow start that we had and the build up until the last kick of the penalty, we know why, but we have to soldier on. The only good thing is we managed to go through to the next round, of which for our supporters is very important, for the club is very important. We are still in the CAF competition because of the same cup. So we're gonna push because we already know the fruits of winning the cup or going to the all the way to the final. But it wasn't an easy game at all. We are happy with the youngsters that came, and the goalkeeper can see that Tukolo, he played very well. When he was called upon, he was calm. Yes, as much as there was not a lot of actions that he did, but you can see the goalkeeper for the future. And credit must go to Sekhukhune United for believing in the youngsters and giving them opportunity. And the penalties, we end up having one miss there because the goalkeeper has been doing well in the goals. So everybody when he goes there, there's a challenge in front of them. So players, they must be happy. The important thing is for us to go and look who is available, who is not, the recovery. The recuperation has to be very good because we have a cup final on Sunday. Thank you.
Coach, you played against Temba Joseph from Sports. Coach, you brought in, you brought back Linda, after a long time, Figo. What does it bring into the team? Looking at a long injury that he's had, I know he's been training and all of that, but what does it bring now in the actual match situation? How much is an input? Is it an input?
The leadership, the quality that he brings in the team. He is the captain of the team. His influence was missed surely. and we can't wait for him to get 100% fully fit. And that is why we're introducing him gradually. Tried today, we could have been easily tempted to let him go longer because this game was tough and we needed all our experience, but we had to remember that hey, it's going to be a long injury, but having him in the team can tell it make a huge difference because his leadership skills and the team spirit that he brings to the dressing room is unbelievable.
Coach, just zooming again into one of your players, Sapong, if I'm pronouncing it right, apologies if I'm not. What kind of a player that striker is, and can you easily say, oh, he has a backup now?
Of course, he's our player that also he was playing the first game, his first game in the league. Uh, he is going to give us a different dimension, that's for sure. And give him time, we'll support him, he will come. It's good to have him in the team, but yes, you have seen it's not a lot of games that you see Oizo coming from the bench because he has been carrying this team alone. Great must go to him also. He never shied out whenever he was called upon, and we had to find the guy that will help him. And we think Sapong slowly will get used to adapt to the way the team is playing. He will have to adapt to the way the league is, the intensity of the league, and yeah. But to answer your question, yeah, we have two strikers that we think that they will help us to go forward for the second round and in the cup competition.
Coach, is that enough though to have two strikers to carry the team forward?
At the moment, we are happy. We have to do with what we have at the moment. And said, is it enough? Owizo has been alone, driving it alone, and is there. So, of course, we will sit, we will reflect once the season is finished or along the season. So, as long as you can have those options that you can use, we are happy for now. So, one striker, two striker, four strikers, we will decide, we will talk with management, with the team, and see as the season progresses or at the end of the season, how best can which department can improve.
Coach, I'm just looking at, if possible, you can just give us a little throw forward into your CAF game because now you just even played extra time, penalties. That's a bit taxing again on its own. Looking at you playing, an international match over the weekend, where do you start with your recuperation and how much of an insight do you have on your opponents?
Let's rest. They need rest. There's nothing that we can do much while resting. The analysis team will have to come handy. Gonna work a lot on the clips, the videos we have to, and our eyes are hot, and there's a lot of also with the intake of the to replace the used minerals in the body. There's a plan. However, it's not going to be easy because as a coach, you always want to have the players in the field of play, but sometimes the situation doesn't allow you to have because of the schedule that we have. But yeah, we will come back. We have the guys that are ready that will, if needs be, will refresh the team. And the opponents, the good thing is all of us, we are playing the second round of the opponents. I think they lost their last game. It's been the first game of their long time, or the first loss that they have of their long time. And yeah, we have some insight, we are working on it, and the team that when I first arrived at Sekhukhune in my first match, they baptized me with 2-0 away. So we know that we need nothing else except the win. And we are already asking our supporters. We know today it was a little bit scary. It's going to be like that. Some games they'll just go to the stadium and enjoy the guys that will be working hard and displaying a good game. So we want to say to our supporters, we really appreciate them. They stayed up until the last kick of the penalty. We saw them. they pushed us up until the last minute, and we are asking them again. I know it's a late kickoff, but we have to have our 12 men. They really make a difference, and we appreciate them. We always try and work hard to make them happy.
Coach, the last one from me. Sorry. Okay, you can ask.
Coach Daniel from City Press. How do you find the balance? I mean, now with this progression in the Nedbank Cup through to the last 16, still in with a chance for a knockout place in the Confed Cup and the league as well. So, like, how do you find the balance? I mean, with this three-pronged mission.
I think you're just asking it in a different way. I think I've answered that question. However, we have players in the club that there are players that are not here. Without mentioning individuals, you know the players that we have at Sekhukhune. There are players that played the last game. We saw them; they are not available. There are players that haven't played. They were there, but just before the break of December, we were refreshing the team a lot, and our home record stayed intact. Yes, away record we still need to improve on that, but there are a lot of rotation that we did. We're gonna still do the same because it's very difficult, and with the traveling between, and you know the traveling arrangements or in Africa, it's nightmare. So having that in the back of the mind, we have to be very, very smart. But there are plans that, if need be, we will see a lot of new faces. We will try to refresh the team without compromising the quality that we are putting in, because every game we are playing it to win it.
Coach, the importance of the senior players to step up. You call it the next game a cup final. The importance of the likes of Gamu and the one Mobi who was at the AFCON. The importance of them to step up in this game, as you mentioned, it's a cup final. How important is that for you?
I think the importance of us as a team to step up, because we are a team that believes in unity. We work together. Yes, the youngsters are there, but they are under pressure as much as the senior players. So we never want to isolate, because we know that together, if we can work together without isolating ourselves as seniors, as new players, we stand a good chance, because if we start putting pressure on others, you can see that we had to put Mokojo in towards the end. We started the game up until we got to that stage without him. That means that, and I would say now the senior players, he came in and then we end up conceding. You understand? Football has got a lot of dynamics. One thing that I can tell you is that we don't separate them. They know their roles. Everybody is important as a player, coordinated, being an experienced or young, but we never want to put pressure on our experienced players. We are always striving for one thing, and we win together, we lose together, and that is all that we are preaching in wrestling.
If I'm allowed, Coach, I can take it to you as a person. I remember when you left Polokwane and went to Sekhukhune. you got there. Of course, they've got ambitions in the continent that they really want to do well continentally, and you are the man trusted with your badges, the know-how, the experience on and off the field, all of that. When you talk to the chairman, because we don't even hear from him most of the time, of the club, what are they saying about you being there? What are they looking forward to after even saying to you, come join us? Just take us through that transition, and how have you settled in the club? Yes, we see you're doing quite well, but personally, this is about you now and the club.
Maybe to correct you, they never say Tuela Bale come.
No.
Yeah. It never happened like that. I left on my own, and I was at home, and I was approached while I was at home. I never had any conversation before when I was still there. I spoke to chairman and the CEO when I arrived. like you are saying, it's an ambitious club, and already what you said that me being called there it doesn't make me a better person or the best of the best. I'm just favored and forever be thankful to the management of Sekhukhune United. And what I was told is that steer the ship and make sure that you better our position of last season, and make sure that we have along the way we try and promote the youngsters that we have, and make sure that we have a healthy team, the happy dressing room, and the technical team that is working. And I must say, up until now, Paulus must say, Mr. McDonald, I must say that this guy, his knowledge of the game and of the players and the intelligence that he has of the game. I can tell you that he's one guy. A lot of people they ask me, do you wanna build your technical team and whatever? I think after working with this guy closely, I'm starting to think that hey, I think this guy we can go far with him. And medical team, you mentioned the schedule that we have, the conditioning guys, and the analysis you can know. If this game already, I can tell you that before I sleep, this post-match will be in front of me, the laptop. That means they already, the guys are working. So everybody's working very hard. And that is what the chairman and CEO said to me. They say, we are bringing the environment where everybody works hard. We are a family. We're not going to put you under pressure. You know better that football is a game of results. So I'm the first one. If things are not going well, I'll say, hey, I think here we have a problem. I need help. Or what do you think? So that is all. I never got any pressurized that, hey, you lost this one, you did this one. Now, of course, I have to give the reports and talk to the management, but I can tell you that I was given my mandate. My mandate was make sure that you better our position of last season, and okay, let's see all the cups. It will be nice. We are only 4 years. That is why I said to this team, we were underage dog, and that is where you can see Highlands Park is one of the longest team in the country, and this is how they are playing. And their ancestors, the football gods, they whatever. That's why they play like this, because it has been there for long. So really, the support has been good here, and there is no pressure. There is no phone calls halfway the day or at night, and really, it's not a relaxed environment, because now you end up thinking that hey, you are relaxed. No, you work very hard, but of course, if needs be there, I will always touch base with the management.